Okay, I'm going to say it. This song has to have one of the greatest guitar solos of all time. And I saw the band live literally a couple of weeks ago, and I know this sounds really corny and cheesy, but it literally brought tears to my eyes. I Won't Hold You Back by the amazing Toto, written by Steve Lukather, and of course the guitar solo is by Steve Lukather. Definitely one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Fact. I'm putting it down. Certainly one of the most recorded as well. This song is such a beautiful, amazing song in itself. Obviously written on a piano, some really, really good chords going on in it as well. But the guitar solo, it's one of those. And what's amazing, it's only a few notes. It's not super flashy or anything like that. But when you listen to it, you know, on tape, which was on tape, God, how old am I? But, you know, on record, 1982, but you can feel every note. And like I say, I saw the band at Wembley Arena a few weeks ago, and Steve came out and he had on Jeff Beck's Strat as well, which added even more emotion. And I was watching it like this, you know, and I could feel like I was getting emotional. It was such a beautiful, you know, performance, and every note is in the right place, and every note has every single bit of emotion I think a guitar player can get from their soul, you know, to sound like a hippie into their fingers. So obviously I used a backing track in my performance piece earlier, and hopefully the YouTube copyright police won't kick my bottom for doing so. But I wanted to, just because you can really hear the chords and the orchestration, which helps enhance that solo even more, because he's, you know, I can't speak for him, but it sounds like, you know, he's very aware of the chords he's playing over. So the target notes, the notes he's using, that's why I say every note makes sense, because it does make sense over the chords he's playing. So before we look at the notes in the solo, let's look at the chords, all right? So the song is in the key of E flat major, a very piano key, you know. It's worth looking at the chords to the song, actually. It's really, was it? Really nice chords. But the solo, the chords over the solo, you go an E flat major 7 to an E flat major 6 chord. That might be an unusual one there. We've got 6, 8, 5, 8. All right. So E flat major 7 to E flat 6, and then a D7, and then a D flat major 7, and then a C sus4, or C7 sus4 really, to a C7. All right. That's what's going on there. So, I've got no gain really going on, and actually for you tone hounds, I had a bit of chorus and lots of reverb for when I was playing to kind of get close to that sound. And I'm pretty certain he used a Les Paul. It sounds like a Les Paul. I would have thought bridge pickup. It's hard because around that time he was using the Les Paul and Valley Arts, but on Toto 4, you can hear certain riffs have got that Les Paul sound, and then you can hear the other one sound like a Strat, basically. So I'm fairly certain it's a Les Paul he's using. So he's starting up here and doing a Lukather bend. Steve Lukather's doing a Lukather bend. So he's starting on a C note and then bending up to D. All right, so 13th fret, bending up a tone. But then doing this thing he does it in Rosanna and a load of other songs, all right? So you're gonna bend up a tone, hold that, and then put your pinky in front, and that way you're gonna be now getting that basically. You're gonna be going up a tone and a half by putting your pinky there. Someone like Dave Gilmour, it's that kind of thing, you know, but you get that kind of cool touch to it. But the notes there, you know, we've got C to D, so obviously over the E flat major 7, we've got, there's the D note, which you're bending up to. E flat, and then he's going to the E flat major 6 chord, which has that C note in it. And obviously, when you come back down, there's the C, all right, on that E flat major 6 chord. And then we're going to a D7, which has a C in, and it's the same lick, so there's a C, all right? And then we got a D flat major 7, and he does this cool thing. So for years I did that, but when you listen, he's doing this. So he plays the 13th fret and then goes to the 12th fret, so a semitone below, and bends back up to the C. So it's kind of a Jeff Beck influence there. Jeff obviously would do it with the wang bar. But it's the little nuances like that what really make it super special. So I call those vocal bends. Basically just a semitone bend. But they are a little bit hard to control because we're so used to just doing a big tone bend all the time, aren't we? So yeah, 13th fret, 12th fret, bend back up to the C, and then 11, 9, 8, 6, 8. Live, we'll do a little C arpeggio, but we'll just stick to the record, alright? And then does that all again. Obviously that's in the chord there, but what's that, G and F? And then he goes around it all again, and then he does this after the second time. He goes to the, basically think of it, G minor pentatonic shape 1, or just there's an F bending up to a G, and the G's in that C7 chord on top, and then so he's aware of the chords. A lot of these notes are in the actual chord, they're chord tones, and it's really worth, you know, taking this on board in your own playing, you know. So you make this a bit easier, and just over an A minor chord. Over an A minor, you've got A, C, and E. So if I let an A ring out, Then I'm finishing on an E note, which is the 5th of A minor, or I could finish on the C. You know what I mean? It makes it much more vocal-like. And also, like, you know what you're doing. You know, we all love licks, don't get me wrong. But being aware of the chords you're playing over and using notes from those chords in your playing, obviously from the key, in this case E flat major, for the hold back, won't hold you back. But it really just makes your solos really, you know, kick. And that's exactly what Lukather's doing here. It's just incredible. See, now, as soon as you do that and start doing blues noodles, it's like, nah, you know, you want that, you want all that soaring stuff there. So anyway, hopefully you can take something from this and that you enjoy this. Do you agree with me? Do you agree? Do you think this is one of the greatest guitar solos of all time? Because the simplicity of this, at first, no, when you go to play it, it's like, oh, you've got to make sure the bends are in tune, but you know, simplicity in that it's not a lot of notes, but it hits you, man. It really, really does. It certainly hits me anyway. But I'd love to know your thought. Do check out some live versions of this as well, because it's just, it's just that, you know. I'm going to put this certainly in the, the elephant in the room. Top 10 guitar solos. If you saw my paperback writer one, I got a lot of comments because I said, has to be top 5 top 5 riffs, if not top 10. I apologize, I mumble when I speak. I don't really script anything out. It's all, you know, a complete stream of consciousness coming out, and my dictation isn't the greatest, and elocution lessons are probably needed as well. So I apologize for the slight slip of the tongue with my wording. So maybe that should be a t-shirt, isn't it? You know, got to be top 10 if not top 5 or whatever I said. So sorry, you know what I meant, okay? But anyway, what's your favourite guitar solo? Let me know, please. Be great to know what you think. Are you a Toto fan? You should be. Check out their back catalogue, but especially Toto 4. It's a wicked album, and I won't hold you back. It's just, like I say, just perfect. Anyway, I've been Mike Bradley, you've been you. Hope you're very good and well. If you haven't already, do subscribe, like, comment. Be great to hear what your thoughts are, as I say. And I'll see your lovely selves in the next video soon. Take care. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye.